Good day everyone! For today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to make a simple dress with square neckline, has no sleeve, and with a semi-circular skirt. To start, draw a perpendicular line. And mark this corner as point A. For the neck depth of front pattern, measure 6 inches to get point B. Project point B to the right. For the neck width, from point A, measure 4.5 to get point C. Project point C up to line B. To locate point D. From point D, move 1/2 inch to the left to get point E. Connect point C to point E. So this is the front neckline. Then from point A to get point F, use the shoulder measurement. Shoulder divided by 2. So this is point F. Then project point F downward to get point G. Connect point G to point C. So this is the shoulder line. From point C, measure 2 inches to get point H. To get point I, use the bust measurement. So bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1/2 inch for the easing. Get 1/2 of the armhole. So, this is the armhole going to point I. From point A to get point J, use the figure length. So, this is J. From point J, to locate point K, use the waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for the dart and 1/2 inch for the easing allowance. Then project point J to the right. So this is point K. To get point L, use the bust height and the bust distance. divided by 2. So this is point L, bust height and bust distance. Project point L downward. From line L to get point M, measure 1/2 inch. Then from line L to the left, measure 1/2 inch. So this is for the waist dart. Connect N to L and connect M to L. Then from point I, measure 2 inches downward. So this is for the underarm or modified side seam dart. From point L, measure 3/8 inch. So this is O, and then 3/8 inch from point L is P, point P. Then from point O to get point Q, measure 1/2 inch. Then from point O to get point R, also 1/2 inch. Connect point O to point P. Then connect point P to point R, point P to point Q. Then connect point I to K. For the modified side seam dart, hold the dart downward. Then connect also I to K. Then you need to add 1 inch downward since you folded the modified side seam dart. So 1 inch is for the additional measurement for the dart, the modified side seam dart. So you have to extend point K downward to locate point S. And then again, hold the waist dart and then connect L to S. So this is now our front pattern. For the back part, you just adjust the neckline of the front. So from point B, move 1 inch upward. So this is point 1. Project point 1 to the right. Up to line C. So this is our back neckline. And then for the back armhole, move 1/2 inch. To get the armhole of the back part. So you just trace this part without using the modified side seam dart, and this is the back part of the bodies. So let us now trace the back part to separate it from the front part. So use a carbon paper to trace the back part of the bodies. So trace the waist and then the center front. And then the back neckline, the shoulder, the armhole, the side seam, and the waist dart. So you add 1 inch for the waist back dart. So this is the back part of the bodies. So before you cut the back bodies, again, fold the dart. Then connect this point up to this point. And then cut. Then add 1 1/4 for the zipper. For the skirt pattern, so we are making a semicircular skirt. So we have the formula to get the exact waist measurement. So example, waist is 36, so you have to divide it by 3.14. 36 divided by 3.14 is 11.46. So you have to round it off to 1 decimal place. So that is 11.5. From the corner of your pattern paper, measure 11.5 inches. And check whether your measurement is correct. So you have to get half of the waist. Example, 36 divided by 2. So that is 18 inches. Okay, so we got the exact waist measurement. So 18 inches. And then for the length, start measuring on the marking of your waist. Sample, the length is 22. So mark it on your pattern paper following the shape of your waistline. Then, cut.